Hello, good evening and welcome back to my channel. My name is Faye and this is Fairy Floss Creates, my YouTube channel all about the crafty things that I get up to when I am not in the workplace. So thank you for all your comments on my previous little miniature comeback video that I had. It was so nice to see that some of you were still there watching and you watched me again even though I've not been around for quite some time, and yeah, it's really lovely to be back. So I know I promised this video last weekend, but if you're aware of the weather in the UK at the moment, last weekend it was about 33 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but for British people like me that is like mega hot, and it was just way too hot to sit in front of the camera and do a YouTube. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait. Maybe midweek I'll do it. And then by the time I was ready to do it, it was today. So it was just the way it is. But yeah, it was absolutely sweltering last weekend. So it just would not have been a fun video to make. But let's have a little catch up and let me show you what I have been doing, and along the way I'll just fill you in with a few bits and pieces about what's going on as well. So since the last video when I showed you my Emma Congdon Pride piece, which I was doing well, not just for July, not June, sorry, because it's Pride month, but just because I thought it'd be a really nice project to crack on with. I got to the 1st of July and managed to hit the halfway mark on this, so now it looks like that, which is so cool. I'm really happy with how the lighting is weird today. I'm really happy with how the patterns have all come out. So that's half of it. So obviously I've still got another half to go, but I started this probably about 3 years ago maybe, and I just don't know why I've not been cracking on with it, but now I'm quite focused at the moment, so I'm having a break from it for a bit because I've got other things to be cracking on with. But then I reckon that'll be coming out in my summer holidays, and I really hope that I can finish this by the end of 2025. I think it's just a really nice one to work on. There's just like so many little parts of it that you feel like you've accomplished something each time you finish like one little motif, like that hope and that flower. So yeah, that is going to be very active. So alongside that, I finished that on, not finished, got halfway on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday was the launch of the Tiny Modernist Halloween stitch along. And if you know me from previous videos, I'm not the greatest at stitch alongs. I start them with enthusiasm and then don't do very well at them, but I've set myself a little bit of a goal that I might actually get this one done. So this is the Tiny Modernist Halloween sample. Now I haven't got a picture of it because it's a mystery one, so every week it's a brand new pattern and you don't know what it's going to be. So I'm just going to show you how much I've done. So this is week 1 and I have nearly finished the motif. I've only got a tiny bit to do. So it's this really cute little vase, and that in the middle needs a bit of 310. That is a skull, and then that's an eyeball in there as well, that just needs filling in, and then there's a little border just to go around that bit, and then that is week 1 done. And that is, so the next one's coming out on Tuesday. Hopefully I can finish this tonight, and then technically that is me keeping up with a sal. Now there's a different pattern for the next 14 weeks up until Halloween, I think it is. So goodness knows if I will get all of them done. I hope so. I'm doing it with some of my friends that I go and retreat with, so we're sort of all sharing our pictures in our little group chat as well. So hopefully that'll spur me on to get it done as well. But you know, I'm not the quickest stitcher. So that's another one of my WIPs. So over the last 12 months or so, lots of things have been going on. I got married, which was really exciting last summer. We went on honeymoon, and then we've just been super busy since then, just cracking on with lots of things. And if you do follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that I do go to the theatre quite a bit. I do go out quite a bit. I have a lot of other things. I think when it was lockdown, I had like tons of time to be stitching because there was nothing else to do. But now I've been let back loose into the world again. We're just constantly out at the weekends at art galleries and shows and things. So, you know, we're just living the life. But there is still time for stitching. There is still time for all my crafts. And so I will still be sharing video updates of all the stuff I'm getting on with. So this leads me to now sort of the next biggish news is that we are planning on a house move in the near future. So we've had to like put a lot of our stuff into storage, and for me that gave me a bit of a, well, actually a lot of my WIPs could go into storage, and then I can just focus on just a certain number of them, so I'm just not overwhelmed, because I had too much stuff. I had so many different projects of half started, a few stitches in each. So I sat down and I got my bag out and I was like, right, what would I like to finish? I didn't give myself a set number or anything. I just pulled out the ones that I know I would really quite like to finish in the next year or so, whether they get finished or not, but they might just get quite a lot of work on them, which is also an absolute bonus. So now, just bear with me while I drag my chair. Ooh. All my WIPs of all my different crafts are now in one box. I mean, that in itself is pretty impressive for me. I am quite shocked that I've managed to do that, because I'm the sort of person that's like, oh, but I might need that, oh, but I might. So all my yarns I've put into storage. I just left out some projects because otherwise they're just sitting there and I might not even use them. My cross stitch stuff, I have left my DMCs out. I've kept them to access them. So, and I've kept all my charts just in case I did want a new start. But I have put probably about, I reckon between 10 and 15 projects have gone into a big storage container, which I won't see again now till we're in the new house. So I'm just going to go through my box and show you the things that I've left out to complete, start, finish, crack on with. So firstly, so some of this, I'm just going to put it out as and when. Some of it's going to be stitching, some of it's going to be crochet as well. It's just a midge-modge, but I didn't get time to really organise. So my first little project is this really lovely shawl that I started making. One of my lovely colleagues from work got me this really nice rainbow yarn for my Secret Santa a couple of years ago, and I'm making this cowl out of it. And I've still got, how much? I've got that. Oh, what's that? It's a pen. It's not even a crochet hook. I've got that much yarn to do, and I reckon that could be finished like in like 2 or 3 weeks if I got on with it. So that's out, so I can finish my cowl ready for the nice autumnal months. So that's my first little random WIP. And then I have got, here's some stitching. Oh, so this is me in a stitch along for you. 2 years ago at Wrexham Retreat, myself and my table mates all decided to start Welcome to the North Pole by Primrose Cottage Stitches. They have, I think everybody else on the table has finished, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really nice motifs. Let's find out how far I got. Still in the hoop. I won't take it out of the hoop, to be honest. It's hooped, but I've done the top one, but I've not even finished the top one. I've still, you can't even see it on here, but I've still got all this snow to do at the bottom, and I think it's the snow that put me off, which is why I haven't got much further with it, but now I know I have the time. It's one of my selected WIPs. I will get back to it. I will finish that snow, and I will aim to work on the train, and that would be my next target, just to finish the train. I don't need to think about the other things yet. I just need to know that I need to finish the snow and do the little train underneath as well. So that will be one of my chosen WIPs. So these are the things you're going to start seeing on this channel for the next few months or so. And I suppose it depends when we get into our new place, because we've not actually properly started looking yet. We're just doing preparations and things. If I decide to pull out all my other WIPs straight away, or keep them hidden in a box until all these things are actually complete. So, oops, I've just knocked the camera, sorry. My next WIP is, I love this. So this is a new start from the retreat that I went on a few weeks ago in Crewe. And this is, so we get the picture, another Primrose Cottage stitches. And this is Beehive Rules, which we are doing as a stitch along on our table as well. We all decided that, Hive Rules it is. Some of us are doing Hive Rules, some of us are doing stitching rules. I preferred Hive Rules. So at the retreat, proud of me, I did manage to finish the first motif. I did manage to finish Hive Rules. So that's good. So that once I've finished my little Halloween stitch along, this is going to be my next little goal, is to finish the next little motif, which says, it's cute, be sweet like honey. So that's what I'll be working on once I've finished Halloween week 1. Although it took me so long to do week 1. God, I hope it doesn't take me this long every week. Otherwise, all I'll be doing is my Halloween stitch along. Right, so let me pop that away. And then I'm going to try and tidy as I go. Otherwise, I'll have a massive job on my hands at the end of this video. So, anyway, do let me know how you've all been as well. I'd love to see in the comments below if you're working on any of these projects, how you've ever dealt with a house move if you've had to. This is a really beautiful bag I bought from Retreat. I'm actually going to put Beehive Rules into that at some point, but that was just in my WIP box. What's in here? Oh, this is cute. I pulled out a Mill Hill. I've got loads of Mill Hills lying around the place. I don't know what I've done with them all, but this is cute. I thought if I finish this for autumn, then at least I've got something to stick up in our bare house now, or something for the new house. So that is fall tree, and I've got a lot of progress on this. I don't even remember where and when I've stitched on this. If you ever saw me stitch on this retreat or show up and stitch that I run as well, tell me, because I cannot remember ever stitching this. It obviously happened because it's there, but good God, I've got no idea when I worked on it. But yeah, I'm doing all right. It's just the top of the tree now, and then it'll be that big fun job of beading to do. I do like beading. It's just the commitment of it. It's one of those things, once you actually start beading, you can't really finish halfway because your beads just roam around. So here's some EPP, English paper piecing. And actually this is pretty much finished. I actually only need to put a little border on, and I've made a little placemat or vanity case mat, or I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I've quilted it as well, and I just need to put the binding on around the corners and finish it off. But it is actually a done piece, which I like. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I will figure that out. But yeah, that's an easy win, isn't it? That one. Just do the finishing and it's done. What else have I got in here to show you? I don't even know what's in there. Ooh, so this is nice. This is my Christmas present from Luke last year. So he's decided when we get our new house, he wants to fill it with all these beautiful, beautiful cushions. So he's bought me, and I'm just trying to find a picture of it, and I can't, so I might just have to, oh, there it is. Yes, here it is. Oh, it's a bit of a dodgy picture, but that's okay. So he's bought me a tapestry cushion to make, and it's beautiful. It is a Kate Fawcett design, who is a really amazing designer. I love his stuff so much, and it's his fire flowers. So when it's done, it should be a cushion that looks very much like that. The colours are a bit off on there because our printer wasn't quite where it's at, and I can show you how much I've done already. I've not done that much really. I started doing it on Christmas Day, and then I've just been filling it in as and when. It's quite a chunky big project, so have I just lost the needle? Yes, but there's the needle. I found the needle. I'll stick it in there. So you can't really see that much, but the thick bits are the bits that I've done. So I've done that flower there, and I've done the outlines of that, and I've just filled in another few little bits, but I've realised it's easier to do it flower by flower, and then because I thought I could do it by starting in the corner and just working along, but I found that quite complicated, so I am just going to take it flower by flower and just gradually fill it in. I think he's expecting it to be done by Christmas so he can get me another one, but chances are that might not happen. But, you know, fill up my cupboards with extra cushions because I will be making them all at some point. But yeah, that's I love that. It's such a nice thing to work on, and I love doing the tapestry and the tent stitch as well, and it makes it a little bit quicker to do, and stitching it straight onto the fabric as well, printed fabric. That's really fun. Sorry, I think I might sneeze at the moment. But we've got the door open and the tree pollen is quite high. What else is in here? Oh, this is fun. So this is my big summer crochet project. As you can see, there's... Oh, actually, no. Let's be kind to myself. I've done half. I've got half a cardigan. It's a hexi cardigan. It doesn't look very big, but it actually is big enough to fit me. This is one half of my hexi cardigan, and I've not crocheted for a while. The reason I've not crocheted for a while is when my year 11s were leaving school the other week, I crocheted them all a star, and that was a lot of stars to make, and I got a bit crocheted out, so I'm on a bit of a crochet breather, but I have got this on the go now, so that's where I'm at with my second half. So I might actually start taking this out this week and working on it, because it is just quite a nice one to do in my lunch hour and stuff. So yeah, and it's such a nice yarn. Like, let me just show you a ball of that. Like, oh, look at those colours. It's going to be such a nice summery cardigan when it's done, and it would actually be quite nice to wear it for this summer as well. So yeah, I think I am going to get into gear with that, and because it actually didn't take me too long to do that first half, so it shouldn't take me too long to do the second half as well. What else have I got going on in here? That's just junk. Ooh, and then my other crochet project is in here, and oh yeah, I know what this is. I don't know how I feel about this. The pattern is to make a shawl, but it's I don't even know how to describe it. It starts off as a rectangle, but then it's just getting into a bigger and a bigger and a bigger rectangle. But my thoughts are it's just going to be like, I mean, I can't even fit it on the screen. It's just going to be like a really long, wide rectangle. And I've still got more yarn to use as well. So I don't know if to stop making it longer and just maybe work down on it, because it is just like a granny square pattern. It's all little triplet stitches. But it's just going to go really long, and it'll end up looking like a scarf. So I don't know whether to just like stop going round and just work my way down it now. If you've got any ideas, I don't know. Let me see if there's a name. on the pattern. There must be, yeah. It's a cairn shawl. And I've been following the pattern. I did look on YouTube and I couldn't find anything on there about it. So if you've ever made a cairn shawl, because this is what she looks like. That's really rude, isn't it? This is what the lady looks like that's also made it. But from what I'm seeing, it's not going that way. So any tips or advice on that would be much appreciated. If not, I might just play about and work something different with it. I don't know. But how gorgeous is that yarn though? So it's more of a spring one than a summer one, but spring's gone now, so it won't be my spring one. So what else have I got to show you? Because I think my dinner is going to be cooked and ready very soon. Oh, of course. Here's another little stitchy project. So this is what I like to call Royal Ferret, but it is actually my Tudor Ermine. And I like this, but I hate the fabric that I'm working on. It's just a really hard colour to see, so I don't actually do that much on this. That's as much as I've got done so far. But what I was thinking is this might be my 30 minutes a day project. I might set a timer, do 30 minutes on it, and then move on to a different project once I've done my 30 minutes. And that way it is going to get done, but just little by little every day. I did that with dewdrops a few years ago when I just fell out with dewdrops but wanted to get it done. So yeah, I think that is my mission for that. And I've also left out, I think 2 more stitching projects. Let me see. Yeah, only 2 more. So that's what I mean. I've really dwindled it down. The thing is, I've still got my charts and things in the back room, so I can still pull things out from that. So this is something I started just before Christmas because I was just a bit uninspired with. I hadn't stitched for ages and I was feeling a bit uninspired, and I saw this kit and I thought that's really nice. So it's Moonlit Bay by Heritage Crafts, and it's so cute. So I got really stuck into it and I was like, maybe I will be monogamous. Maybe I'm just gonna absolutely bash through it and get loads of it done. And I did. I got all this done, and then actually down this bit there's a lot of blended threads and it just gets a bit irritating. So I have not stitched on this for a while, but it will be coming out perhaps towards the later end of the year, because it is quite a nice sort of Christmassy piece to do, isn't it? So that is Moonlight Bay. And my final project that I can work on that I've left out, I did leave a Haid out, but I think it's ended up in the attic. I think it must have landed on the attic pile, but never mind. Is, I don't think I've got a picture of this. So it's an owl. You'll know it when you see it anyway. It's an owl embroidery, owl forest embroidery, and it's the cat that eats the village, and it's got all the mice on. So this, I can't remember what it's called at all, but Banyan cat I think it's called actually. So this is the back end of the cat. I went really wrong on this, so I had to unpick a lot of it, but now it's looking pretty good. So I need to get a face on this cat and finish the cat, because I've had this cat for quite a while now and it's definitely time to complete the cat. So yeah, those are all my WIPs that I've pulled out to crack on with whilst we're moving and shifting things. So I think I've chosen myself a really nice selection of manageable things that I might be able to finish. And I've got one new start, which I might start tonight if I finish Halloween off, I'm not sure. I was at a quilt festival a couple of weeks ago and I got myself a lovely little sashiko sampler. So that's the pattern on it. It's that flower, and if you could, that's really hard to see, but it's just repeated again and again and again. And I've got this really nice thread to use with it as well, which is just a really nice variegated sort of pastel-y rainbowy thread. And yeah, That should be really, really fun to do. Something a bit new. I've never done a sashiko before. I've always wanted to do it, but never quite got around to it. So, on that note, the helicopters are flying over. It's getting a bit noisy. I'm going to be having my dinner soon. It's been so nice to catch up with you, share with you all my projects and things. Please, if you enjoyed what you saw and you want to follow me on this journey of getting some WIPs done, please please subscribe. It'd be lovely to have you on board. For those of you who have been with me since the start, it's really nice to be back again with you all. So on that note, I will catch up with you again soon. Keep smiling, keep stitching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.